Well, what we do is we take a backing made out of linen, and you draw a simple pattern on it. The frame is just a bunch of metal teeth that grip, and that'll hold the backing taut for you. So once it's nice and tight, take a strip of wool, and what we do, you can buy the wool, but what we do is we go to different thrift stores in the area. You can buy a skirt or a jacket, and then cut it into pieces, and then we dye it or leave it as is. And then you cut it into strips that look like thick pieces of linguine. And you place it where you want to begin, and you're going to pull it through from the back. And you pull it up a little bit, and this is what you call your tail. And you always start up and end up. And then you skip a hole and just make a simple loop. And the rule of thumb is to make it as wide as it is high, if you can. And you just continue on down the line until your strip is used up.
Don't take the chance.
So I'm just going to snip my loop in half, and you're going to end up. And just for demonstration purposes, if I was going to do a different color or continue, I would take a different color and put it in that same hole to make it nice and tight. So I've got two ends together. And you can see throughout here it blends in that way. Like here's an end, and it blends right in.
I got this from June.
So you do a motive, you outline it, fill it in, and then you surround that motive with 2 rows of background. And then once you have that all done, then you just fill in the rest. It's very meditative. It's the same stitch over and over again. It's not something you really have to think about. Where you get creative is your color choice and your wool choice. You get a lot of dimension if you use hand-dyed wool because of the modeling and different textures from the as-is wool from the thrift store. And once you hook that in, all that modeling will show up as shading. This would be something that came right off of a suit. You can see how thick it is in the texture. If you use thrift store wool, it can be a very inexpensive hobby.
It's relaxing, and it's a way of expressing yourself. Some people call it painting with wool because of what you can do with the colors.